All right. So before we start the episode proper, I have some questions for you, Franny, about Kevin Smith. You're a much bigger fan of his than me. So I have a
Sure.
quick question.
Sure.
How the fuck does he keep getting movies made if they never make profit? Like I backtracked it. Like his movies never ever even make their budget back in the box office.
What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, fucking even Clerks, like Clerks 3, like did not make back its money at all. Like, and I'm not saying money's all that matters. Like, obviously, like a good film matters, but like,
well, remember, Clerks 3 wasn't a box office movie. He
mhm,
toured this movie in a theater.
mhm,
Like he would do like a Q&A with this movie. So
mhm.
he would show the movie, but he would also do like a stand-up Q&A session afterwards.
But it's still so is that where he made the money? Because it was
Yeah.
7 million and it only grossed 4.7.
Yeah, that's how he
Huh. What about
because
okay?
you're
But
buying $100 ticket
mhm,
or maybe 50 to $100 ticket,
yeah,
like, and you're selling out theaters.
like even I'm looking at like Jane Silent Bob straight back reboot, $10 million budget, $4.7 million, but box office.
But
Like,
that's just box office. I'm wondering if it takes into account the theater sales, because I think that one also was a theater tour.
yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, and I'm wrong completely. I wouldn't hate that to be the case. I'm just like, how the fuck do they make any money? Like, I'm not saying
I
he's a
don't think that it is factoring in the theater money.
yeah, because like I'm not saying like he needs to prioritize money. I'm not like I understand there's a place for authors. I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
how does he keep getting financing if they never make a profit?
Well, he does make a profit, just
Hmm.
not. I just don't think it's in the box office. He makes a profit through his voice because
Yeah,
people will pay to go hear him talk.
I mean, I would like to go to one of his Q&As. I'm not gonna lie, like that would be fun to still watch him like shoot the shit.
I mean, they're pretty much like comedy specials.
I remember the one where he answers a little girl's question. He's like, "How old are you?" Oh, well,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm 11.
Kevin Smith must no Burn in Hell, I think. It was
I
like right
guess
after he did Red State.
I believe it. That shit's always funny. Yeah. Well, okay. You want to jump into the review?
Sure.
All right.
You want me to do the intro or
Fernie,
what?
hit the intro.
Hey everybody, this is Fernando from the Rollback Podcast, and today Dito and myself are reviewing the long-awaited movie Clerks 3, the third in the Clerks franchise, created and starring Kevin Smith. We follow as Dante and Randall are still at the Quick Stop convenience store when one day Randall has a heart attack, and now he's dealt with what does his life mean?
So, Lee picks up 15 years after Dante and Randall bought the Quick Stop. The movie opens like like a regular day opening. Clean the shop, all that bullshit.
Mhm.
Um, 15 years after the last film, like goddamn. We open with a gut punch though. Even though Rosario Dawson is in the film, we see that she's dead in the universe. She's passed on.
Yeah, and I think what sucks the most is that it comes to light that he never even got to have a life. She
Yeah.
died during child, or doesn't she get hit by a car, or
Drunk
don't they get
driver.
in a, yeah, they
Apparently,
get in an accident,
yeah,
and during childbirth she dies, and so does the baby.
yeah. And it just right from the fucking get-go, man, like they don't hold back for a goddamn second. Like it's but okay. So we see everything's been updated a little bit. Jay and Silent Bob own a legal marijuana dispensary, even though it's legal. They're still like trying to be secret when they're like giving it away. Like they look like
Oh
to make
yeah.
sure the cops aren't looking. Uh, they make a joke in the '90s. This is how we did it because we're fucking old now.
Hmm.
Uh,
Man, Jay's teeth is so unnerving.
it it throws you off, right? Jason Mewes, right?
Yeah.
Who is he Kevin Smith's best friend in real life?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like
That
the way he met him a long time ago when Jay was like I think 16.
mhm.
And they had brought his Kevin Smith's friends had brought him around, and they were like, "Man, this kid's really fucking funny. Like we should hang out with him." And Kevin was being like a sour bitch and just being like, "It's not that fucking funny." And then yeah, like he just started showing up and just started hanging out with him.
And somehow became the BSFFs.
Yep.
I mean, as you do. I didn't realize this until just now. I looked at it. So between Clerks and Clerks 2, it was 12 years, and between Clerks 2 and Clerks 3, it was 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Damn. Oh God, age. Um,
Wait, what was
you
the time
really
jump between Clerks 1 and 2?
12
How
years.
long?
First one was 94, second one was 2006.
So 12 years and then 15 years. Well,
God
talk
damn.
about biding your time.
Dude, that's a lifetime. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but okay, so so shit's hitting the fan, and then Randall has a fucking heart attack and goes to the doctor where he complains nonstop, not complains, but like won't stop saying, "Hey doc, please, I don't want anyone to see how small my dick is," which
Oh yeah,
is
this is yeah, he's like, no, don't cut off my shorts. I don't want you to see how small my dick is.
it gets stupider and funnier. Jason Long is in this for some reason.
And you know what's funny? It's that's how Kevin Smith's episode was when he had a heart attack.
Yeah, so bit of behind the scenes. I'm sure you already know all this stuff. I was just researching some stuff so that way we'd have some more stuff to talk about. Apparently, the original script, Jeff Anderson wanted nothing to do with the original script. When he was like, I'm not really feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Kevin Smith is trying to get financing, has his heart attack, and then completely rewrites the script, like from the ground
Uh-huh.
up post heart attack. That's when Jeff Anderson was on board. He was like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, and they
Uh,
actually had a falling out for a good while.
Before Clerks 3 or at post Clerks
Yeah,
3?
no, before.
Why though? Do you know?
I don't know, man. They had a falling out, but I know that Kevin Smith's heart attack really caused them to like make amends with a lot of people.
Ben Affleck too, right? I'm assuming.
Ben Affleck was one of them. Um, just like yeah, like he was able to make amends with a lot of people. The one that I think the for me, like as a fan, the one that I was glad to see was him making amends with Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm. Um, which I mean, Ben Affleck actually appears in this, but we'll get to that. So Randall has his heart attack. Realizes what have I done with my life, as we all fucking do when we have big moments, and
Mm-hmm.
decides that he wants to make a goddamn film about himself and Dante, mostly himself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and right after that is when we get our first look at Becky's character. She kind of returns a little bit, not haunting, but kind of talking to Dante. Like she's still there with him in some degree.
Yeah, yeah. She's not really like no, don't do that. But like it's it's very reminiscent of him just not being able to let go.
Which, I mean, dude, can you imagine the heartbreak? Like, you meet the girl of your dreams, you're getting, I think they were engaged, she's pregnant with your
Mm-hmm.
kid, and it seems like life is going great. You just bought the quick stop, you have your own business, and then, like, in a split second, everything changes. Like,
Oh
you
yeah.
lose the love of your life, you lose your unborn child, Gracie, which, fuck, man, I don't know about you, but that kind of kicked me in the gut a little bit. Um,
Right. Yeah, I mean, like just finding that out, just that Clerks 2 has that great ending of Dante maybe about to have like a great life with the woman that he loves, and then just to find out that it's all fucking taken away from him. Um, so like, you know, I didn't grow up with Clerks 1. I
Mm.
saw it, but Clerks 2 was mostly the movie that I watched because it came out more around the time when I was like watching movies a lot.
Yeah.
It came out in '06. I think I saw it in like '08. And Clerks 2 for me, I always um I guess what's the word? I sympathize more with it or I related more with it as opposed to Clerks 1.
Mm.
Uh I just like I don't know, Clerks 2 for me was just a fucking great movie as far as the story, the comedy. Like the movie for me is definitely just one of my favorites that I can rewatch whenever. And Clerks 3, it's such a different movie compared to those two, not in a bad way. It's more reminiscent of what Kevin Smith is doing now. Like if you look at Kevin Smith's career, he has distinctive filming styles in his career.
Mm.
And you could tell around the time of Jay and Silent Bob reboot that his filming style changed.
How so?
It's hard to explain, at least for me. But if you watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and you watch Jay and Silent Bob reboot, you're gonna tell there's a very big difference between these movies.
Mhm. Do you think it's because he matured, or do you think he wants to try new things? Like he's older, he's like, fuck it, why not try new things? Like
I
worst case
think it
scenario,
is
I
that he
fail.
wants to try new things because I mean that in that Q&A, the Kevin Smith Burn in Hell,
Mhm.
um he says how he told the critics like maybe you guys suck at your fucking jobs. And
The
it was right before Red State came out.
Mhm.
And he was pretty much just kind of like alleviating himself of um that thing of being like, oh, but what if the critics don't like it?
And just having to learn, fuck the critics, they'll come if they want to,
Yeah.
if they don't, fuck them.
No, I think he just learned like it doesn't matter about the fucking critics. You have your fans.
Mhm.
And he does. He has a huge fucking fan base.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you equated him once. He's one of us that made it. He's a film fan that made it.
Yeah. I would say he's just a fucking regular ass dude that made it. I mean, Clerks 1, he put all that fucking movie on like 20 different credit cards and gathered like 20 grand in credit card debt
Yeah.
to make that movie. Like that is such a fucking like normal dude behavior. Like it's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
And he got
I,
lucky when he had put it in theaters. There was a guy, I always forget the name, but he was a huge guy at Sundance. And he
mhm.
liked the movie. He liked the
Yeah.
movie and he was like, I want to invite you all to Sundance. And then that's how he got his start.
Mhm. There's a scene after Randall has his experience, he decides he wants to write his life story and make a movie. There's a funny ass scene. He decides to make Dante the executive producer. Dante hires Silent Bob to be the cinematographer, and he's gonna give him feedback, and he's like, "Why do you want to do it in black and white? That's stupid." And just Silent Bob just tells him, "Look, the colors in here are fucking atrocious. If we do it in black and white, they'll wash out the colors. It'll be artistic, and it'll look like it's something from a security camera." Like just
Oh
like
yeah.
talking
He
it
uses
all.
all the fucking fan theories as to why it's in black and white. Because he for the longest time he was like the only reason it's in black and white is because color was more expensive. So black and white, he didn't have to worry about it. So he made it in black and white.
And that's
And I
just
think one of the fan theories that he really liked was someone was like, "Is it in black and white because it's shot from like the perspective of a security camera?" And he's like, I like that.
I'm using that. Oh man, that was funny. But throughout the movie, we're seeing like experiences and callbacks. Callbacks, even I understood, and that's because I'm not the biggest Kevin Smith fan. But callbacks to various actors that he's been with, the whole
Mm.
stage. Like, have you thought about making this a musical? And like all those little things. As a
Oh,
big Kevin
just
Smith
everyone
fan,
from Kevin Smith's past. Like dudes that have come out in Mallrats, fucking Clerks 1. Um, Affleck comes back. And I'm telling you, dude, like I don't know why I was so invested in Affleck and and Silent Bob and fuck Kevin Smith, like reconciliation, because I don't know, I always thought it was just like man, like Affleck such as is this huge fucking personality. It's Ben fucking Affleck, big actor, big director, and it's always nice. I guess I've always found it nice to see like, oh man, like he's not a dick. Like
yeah,
he's a normal ass dude. Like
yeah,
he's not like fucking Christopher Nolan who seems like untouchable.
yeah.
Like he's just a normal ass dude and he has normal ass friends like Kevin Smith. And like when they reconciled and Kevin Smith took the shot and texted him like, "Hey, we're playing make pretend. Do you want to join us?" And
Mhm.
Affleck was like, "I would love to come and join you."
What's make pretend?
Like making a movie.
Oh,
And yeah, he did Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I think that scene was like the last scene that they shot that they put in the movie, and it was just like a good like scene to see because I don't know, you get to see them reconcile. Ben Affleck puts Jay and Silent Bob at the Chinese theater. He inducts them, and it's just a good sight to see.
mhm. um. So we're filming a bunch of the
And he's the
Randall's
bomb in
movie,
Phantoms, yo.
huh? Oh,
And he's the bomb in Phantoms, yo.
That's the longest recurring joke, right? In the whole fucking
Yeah, that
all Kevin
joke
Smith
doesn't
films.
die. Affleck even said it doesn't die. Someone did it at the induction ceremony for James and Silent Bob at the Chinese theater. Someone
Yeah.
yelled out, "You're the bomb in You're the bomb in Phantoms." He's like, that fucking joke never dies.
That's one of the good ones, though. I hope someone says it when he gets older, like when he's old and retiring, like at his like Hall of Fame
Hey,
induction or
aren't you
whatever,
Ben Affleck? Man, you're the bomb in Phantoms.
at the retirement home.
I think also about Clerks 3, the thing that just like that I relate to is like I said, Kevin Smith always felt like this normal ass dude, like this guy that you could just talk to.
Mhm.
And when he lived through his heart attack and shit, like and a lot of fans were just like, "Oh man, like thank God," like because it would have felt horrible. It would have felt like you're losing a buddy.
Mhm. Um,
And it's funny to see his recollection. I really do wonder what the original Clerks 3 script was because there was a
um,
different Clerks 3. And I remember he did like a charity event where he read the script.
yeah, it was it. The story, the bare bones story, is script features a story about Randall having a nervous breakdown after the quick stop is destroyed during Hurricane Sandy, and trying to manage it by getting in line for a film called Ranger Danger a year before it opens. Randall would have gained a small cult following and set up his own miniature quick stop, only for there to be a shooting at the theater. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got dark, and apparently that's when Anderson was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think this route was a lot better.
Let me ask you this. Do you think one of the reasons why you related so much to Clerks 2 and now Clerks 3 kind of hit you, do you feel like you can relate to kind of Dante and I'm sorry,
Randall,
Randall's experience, like getting older, like reflecting and all that?
I think so. I mean, Clerks 2 is about them just not wanting to grow up and just wanting to stay stagnant. Well, at least for Randall. And
Mhm.
Dante feels like he has to be this person that he isn't. And Randall's more like, no, dude, like stop trying to be someone that you're not. But Randall also is a place of trying to stay still, stay stagnant, and not do anything. So that's where it's also like not helping Randall because he's also not doing anything.
Mhm.
And then Clerks 3, it's, I mean, yeah, they're getting older, and uh, Randall almost dies. Dante almost loses his best friend.
His last friend. Oh, not last friend, but that's his
Elias is
last
his
connection.
friend.
Huh?
Elias is his friend.
No, no, that's what I was gonna say. It's not his last friend technically, but
That shit was
uh,
hilarious, though. I love Elias's turn in this movie.
Hail Satan.
He's fucking hilarious in this goddamn movie.
He committed, man. Like that. That was funny. He played an
That's
earnest
it.
dipshit.
I'm turning to the dark side.
And what else? Okay, so they're gonna go shoot the donkey show scene, and that's when Dante has a panic attack because he can't deal with Becky being gone and whatnot, and he has another breakdown, which I think is fair.
Yeah.
And they get this great scene where Dante shows up drunk at the quick and stop. They're about to film a scene, which strangely enough, there's a random ass like high school writer with her parents there to watch them film
Mm.
this scene. And Dante and Randall kind of have that old conversation they had from the first film, but then they remix it and add everything that's going on now. Like it's not just that old conversation; it's them butting heads with "fuck you." Like I could have had a life. We get it. You had a heart attack, but XYZ. Because
Yeah.
Randall has he been a dick? Am I? Is it fair to say he's been a bit of an asshole since he had his heart attack? Or am I wrong?
No, he's not. You're not wrong. Like he is like milking it. He's just like what, dude? I had a heart attack. Like I'm trying to put together my life story, but it's also like yeah, like it's not just your life story, dude. It's everyone that it's involved in your life story.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not just yours. Like it's Randall's life story. It's Elias's life story. It's everyone that's involved in your life story. Like it's very selfish of him to just be like what, dude? Like why are you being so selfish? Like I'm making my movie here because he's also not being respectful of yeah, like the uh, movies was a time in your life that you want to put in the movie, but it was also a very hard time for for Dante because Dante has to relive the fact that that's the place that he met his ex-wife, his former wife, and that's where he met her. I mean, it's hard for him.
Yeah. Um, they get into this massive argument. Dante collapses, suffering a heart attack, goes to the hospital. Randall, I thought it was almost uncharacteristic, but maybe I'm wrong in this one. He's like, okay, let me know when Dante wakes up. I'm gonna go work on my movie. And Elias is the one to call him out and say, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like
Mm,
your best friend just had a fucking heart attack. You want to go work on your movie? The hell's wrong with you? And somehow Elias is the one to get through to Randall.
yeah,
I and it's revealed, that Dante put up his half of the quick stop to get them the money to shoot the film.
yeah. And he even like went to his ex
Which is
to
oof,
get the money.
yeah. Mm. But
And then we get that montage of Randall cutting the film. Well, um, Dante has a heart attack.
yeah.
During that whole spiel with him getting pissed off at Randall for trying to make him film at movies. He has a heart attack. He goes to the hospital, and yeah, Randall starts saying like, "Oh well, call me if anything changes. I'm gonna go work on the movie." And that's where Elias is like, "Dude, what the fuck is the matter with you? Like, he just had a heart attack. Like he wants you to be here.
Yeah, you should be here. Um, and Randall goes recuts the film to make Dante almost the main character, and he tells Dante like, because they had an argument earlier. He's like, I know it wasn't gonna be Luke. You're Luke, but I'm not even Han. And he's like, Nah, you're like the dude on the speeder during that one scene. The
Hmm.
fuck. And we get this beautiful montage of Dante watching the film. Becky visits him, and somehow I think maybe the most tear-jerky scene in the movie. That wasn't the scene that got me. It was a different scene. But him and Becky kind of get up to leave the theater, and the movie's still going. And she asks him, "Don't you want to see how it ends?" And he says, "Nah, I trust the director." And they walk off, and Dante fucking passes away.
That fucking
Uh,
part was sad. Like it was that part really did hit because like you're watching their life, this character's life go by, and Randall hits him with that very touching like line of like you're the main character in my story.
yeah,
Like saying like you're more than just like a friend to me. You're my buddy. You're my best friend.
yeah,
Like you're someone you're my brother and like him saying you're more like this isn't just my story. Like you're the main character in my story.
yeah.
I
It's
don't think anyone expected for Dante to die.
no, hell no, dude. I didn't. This is it. I don't mean this is an insult. I'm just saying this. This feels like a Toy Story 4, where it's like this wasn't necessary. Dante didn't have to die. Why? Why put us through the pain? Sometimes that's how life shakes out, though. Like
Hmm.
that's the unfortunate. That's an unfortunate lesson, but fuck, that happens. And then Dante passes away, and this is when we get the line that kind of kicked me in the heart. They're at the funeral. Elias is kind of being hilarious and giving a sermon. I may worship Satan, but I do believe in heaven, and that's where Dante is. And then Randall delivers the line, and he says, "You weren't even supposed to be here today." Like, okay. For some reason, that hit. Um, they have the funeral, and then fucking Emma shows up at the quick stop to collect her money. Because yeah, we just buried Dante. Come and get your money.
Hmm.
Was Emma a bitch in the other movies? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Well, she only came out in the second movie, but yeah, she was a fucking bitch. But she was more of a bitch because, I mean, Dante did get another girl pregnant and
Oh
ruined their
shit.
engagement.
I'm remembering their story now. Fuck.
Yeah, he cheated on her.
Oh shit. Wait, didn't he cheat also on the girl from the first movie?
No,
No,
it was just that she sucked 36 dicks. Not in a
37.
row.
Fuck.
My girlfriend sucked 36 dicks in a row.
And then the scene where the guy she's walking away, he's like, "Go suck more dicks." And then the guy just standing there just follows her.
The
Nope.
crazy guy.
Yeah. Was that the crazy guy
Yeah.
who followed her? Um, but yeah, and then fucking Elias being the MVP here apparently made $1 million in
Oh,
NFT.
off of his NFTs?
Fuck, which who knows what an NFT is? I don't.
I have no fucking clue what an NFT is, and I will not try to understand what an NFT is.
I think it's like a picture, but like really expensive. I don't fucking know.
It's
Uh,
like owning the rights to a picture, I'm assuming that every time someone uses the picture, you get paid.
yes, but I know that there's another thing where like when they were doing Five Nights at Freddy's, they made NFTs and you had to buy the NFT so you could get the code to like figure out another riddle. I don't know. It's some bullshit like that.
Ugh.
Yeah. But there's that. So Elias and Randall end up owning the quick stop. Randall says, "You've been promoted. You're now my new best friend." Um, but it's not the same. Like Janice and Bob are still running the goddamn the weed shop next door. But when we see, the camera pulls out and Randall's just a little sad. Like he's like, Dante's not here anymore, like to be with me. And then we see Dante next to him at the register.
Hmm.
Like he's not gone. And Fuck, man, like this was not necessary. You didn't have to give me these feels. Dante could have lived. God damn it.
I mean, I would say that this is definitely one, like in Kevin Smith's third act of filming, I would
Mhm.
say that this is his best one. I'd say his third act of filming starts at Tusk
Mhm.
and continues on. Or maybe even Yoga Hosers. 'Cause I want to say Yoga Hosers he did um I want to say it was after his heart attack, but it could have been before.
When did he? Let me see here. Fucking Kevin Smith, seems on Bob, personal life. Okay. Heart attack, raised Catholic, don't care, don't care. Oh, there you go. Health issues. He quit smoking after Zach and Mary make a porno. He had a yo-yo diet.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go. February 25th, 2018, performed at a stand-up comedy show in Glendale, California, and he suffered a heart attack. Total blockage of the left end at the left artery thing. Yeah,
That was after he did Yoga Hosers.
yeah. Oh shit, he quit using marijuana in early 2023.
Yeah.
Um, huh. Okay. He's always self-improving. Good for him. But yeah, I guess Jamestown and Bob and Clerks 3 would kind of be in the third act of his career. He has no film slated after Clerks 3. Do you think he'll ever do another one? Another film?
You know, I
He
don't
doesn't
know,
have
dude.
to.
It's mostly because he doesn't do movies that he doesn't do like big studio film. Like he only does films that him and his buddies will like. And there's a lot of respect that goes into that. Like not doing a film just for the sake of money or for the sake of like you have to do it. It's because you make it because you want to make it.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. He is actually doing a movie, but I don't know if it's going to be wide released. It's called The 430.
Hmm.
Focuses on a group of teenagers in the 1980s, which is his time,
Hmm.
spending a day theater hopping in Monmouth County in New Jersey.
It's always Jersey.
I'm assuming he's from Jersey.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah. All right. I hope it does well. Shit. Now it's that due to the decline of POVs away from the visuals and
But it
okay.
says a lot about a guy when even a big name actor director like Ben Affleck is like, yeah, dude, I'll fucking come in and do your movie.
Maybe that's just not necessarily the respect that Kevin Smith commands, but like
It's
they
just
just
that,
like him. He's
yeah,
a cool
that's
dude.
his buddy. Well, a lot of people forget that he gave Affleck his first leading man role,
Wait, Chasing Amy?
Chasing Amy.
Is that the?
He was never a leading man before that.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Is that the one where he likes a girl that's bisexual and she says, "I won't be your whore." He's like, "Let's have a threesome."
Yeah, but that part is after he finds out that she had a threesome and he can't comprehend like why she wants to be with him. He that he feels inadequate.
Huh. I remember we reviewed this one. It's been so long since I've seen it.
And it was funny because that was actually Kevin Smith's story. Like he had a girlfriend who was more sexually advanced than him, and he couldn't really accept it. He couldn't comprehend like why does she want to be with me? I'm gonna disappoint her.
Man, I hope he's better. I think he's better. Hopefully, with his wife right now, hopefully he's better. He feels better.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, I mean, this was all young guy shit that he was dealing with.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I mean, goddamn, Kevin Smith is relatable in that sense as well. Like you feel he feels like an every guy. He feels like he goes through the same shit that we do
Like a
at
lot
some
of the
point.
shit that he's filmed, like his shit that he's gone through. Dogma was him looking at the hypocrisies and the hilarity behind like Catholic faith and him like just discerning what it really means.
Mhm. You don't have Dogma on DVD, right?
I have a digital copy that I remember I found a long time ago and I
Mhm.
downloaded it. So I still have it.
But you don't. Well, can't you buy it on YouTube or you can't buy it anywhere?
No, you can't buy it anywhere. You can only buy DVDs that are secondhand sold, thanks to Harvey Weinstein.
Holy shit, you're right. Huh. That's yeah, okay, I guess because Harvey Weinstein's a bastard. I guess that makes sense. Fair. Well, fuck, man. What else? What else do you want to say about this movie?
Yeah, so Harvey Weinstein has the distribution rights of Dogma personally.
And why won't he let them make more DVDs? I don't understand.
He has declined at least two offers to sell the rights back to Kevin Smith and are not allowing the film to be bought, rented, or streamed digitally for reasons of their own.
Oh, this guy can eat a bag of dicks then. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Did you know that he was an executive producer on Airbud?
Harvey Weinstein or Kevin Smith?
Yes.
The
We were
fuck?
watching
Why?
Airbud the other day, and in the opening credits, executive producer Harvey Weinstein.
It's fucking dumb. Oh God. Okay, fine. What the fuck ever. Jesus. All right.
Yeah. How about that? But overall, remember you didn't get to see this movie in theaters because you have like the worst luck imaginable.
Oh my God, that's when my car broke down.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I remember that now. Oh
yeah.
shit.
You were coming to the movie and you were like, I can't go, my car broke down.
Oh man, and that's because I was maybe 9 minutes away from the theater. If 9 minutes. Oh fuck. I liked it, man. I liked it. I'm nowhere near as big of a Kevin Smith fan as you, but I can appreciate his storytelling and the relatability. And I just turned 30, and for some goddamn reason, like I had like this big like inner scope of like, what have you accomplished in your short lifetime? Not enough, not enough. And I related a lot to this for some reason. I was like, I get why Randall feels like he hasn't done enough in his life. I was able to relate to it a lot.
So
I
you worked in a gas station for over 30 years of your life?
I feel like I've wasted a lot of years of my life, yes. And I'm only 30, like I'm sorry, it's a mental thing that I'm never gonna get over. I haven't accomplished enough. I never will. But the point I'm trying to make though is the fact that like
Yeah, you suck.
we fuck you. We technically watched this once before, but I wouldn't count it because we were like
Oh,
chatting the
I
whole
was
time.
I was drunk off my ass.
Yeah. Well, because we were chatting the whole time, because that's what we do. Whenever we go to the fucking
I
movies,
was
we
partying,
talk.
but I was partying. I was like, woo!
Why were you partying? What did we watch to make you party? Was it
I
Stranger
don't
Things
know.
season 4?
No, I was just drinking.
Hmm. Was it fuck, what was it? Or maybe it was it Forbidden Door?
I think it was Forbidden Door.
The first one, right? 2022?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the anal, not the wrestling event.
G- Giggity? Possible giggity.
That is
Uh
such the goofiest fucking name
the
for a
Forbidden Door.
wrestling pay per view.
No, the worst one was
Hey,
Great Balls
bro,
of
you gonna
Fire.
watch Forbidden Door? Are you talking about anal?
Fuck. Come on, dude. Great Balls of Fire is worse. Come on.
It's up there, but you have to admit Forbidden Door is up there also.
Oh God. Fucking anyway. No, okay, so the first time we watched this movie, we were talking, you were drunk, we were shooting the shit. I couldn't really appreciate it. That said, I'm glad I watched it post birthday because now I'm like, I I enjoyed it more
You fucking
because
suck.
yeah, for real, man. I was able
Did
to
you tell
appreciate it more
Nikki you
because I'm like,
fucking suck after you watched this movie?
the what?
Did you tell Nikki you fucking suck after watching this movie?
No, she knows I hate myself. She knows. She's well aware.
You start cutting. No,
No.
Tito, not again.
What do you mean again?
Don't cut.
You son of a bitch. But no, no, no. I like this movie. I think it's better I saw it now than back then because now I can relate more. I liked it a lot more. What about you though, man? Like fucking. Do you see yourself in this film?
I see myself and I just see like my friends. Just I mean, because it's impossible not to think of your friends that you've always been with. Like you're getting older, life is going past, and you do start thinking like oh, like what am I doing? Like what am I doing with my life? Things like that, and just um that inevitability that something will happen one day and
Mm-hmm.
your friends won't be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to think, well, what was the important things in life? And in Randall's case, I mean, the important things in life was just being with the people that gave a shit.
Yeah. Well, the last part of the film technically takes place after the ending. Kevin Smith thanks the audience for watching and reads some narration that he cut from the final scene, where it's revealed that Randall continued to make movies until the age of 90 while still working at the Quick Stop, which I think that's nice.
I honestly didn't notice that part. That's actually something new to me.
It's here on the wiki page, but I believe it because I didn't watch through the credits.
Oh,
But it says here, yeah, Randall kept making films until he was 90,
oh.
which I don't know if that's happy or sad because he kept making movies, but he lived at least another like 50 years without seeing his best friend, and that's
Well,
sad.
originally Kevin Smith was going to be Randall in the movie.
Really? I thought it was going to be
That
Dante.
that's why he gave Randall all the best jokes
Huh. That
because he
makes some more
wanted to be
sense now.
Randall.
That makes so much more sense now.
Yep.
Hmm. Well, man, you saw this in theaters. What was it like experiencing it with other people?
I mean, you're seeing it with his fans, so it's always fun being in there with the fans and just like you're not in there with someone that's gonna be like, oh, this fucking movie blows. Like you're there with guys who know what movies he puts out and what to expect, and you're just like you're having a good time.
Yeah. Well, shit. Anything else you want to say about this movie before we go? I mean, any other thoughts?
If I had to review this movie, I would give it I'd give it 4 out of 5.
I'm agree. B plus. I mean, again, shit, I relate a lot more to it now than I did before. Good Kevin Smith movie. Not my favorite. I still think maybe Dogma might be my favorite,
I'd say
but I liked it.
Clerks 2 is still my favorite.
Fair. Well, let's see how the 430 goes. Maybe that one's better. We'll see.
Oh, I could be a veterinary or some shit. I like
Wait, what?
dogs from
What?
Clerks 2.
Oh,
I like animals and shit.
God damn it. Well, shit, that's it. Fernie, you want to roll this out?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for a review of Clerks 3 by Kevin Smith. Please join us whenever we put out a podcast. We put out podcasts on YouTube. We put them out on Spotify, Google, and Apple. So please check us out wherever you get your podcast needs. We try to put out podcasts every week. We still need to put out a podcast for wrestling, but for the most part, we have caught up. So thank you for joining us for the review of Clerks 3. I'm Bernie.
I've been Eddie.
And this was your review. Let's cut it.
Fucking perfect.